Why the Sea is Salty. Long ago, a man so poor that even his shadow seemed thin heard a knock one winter night. A stranger stood there with a strange, heavy mill. "It can grind anything you wish," he whispered. "But not all gifts bring peace. A cold winter." The man lived with his sister in a tiny hut. They had little food, no firewood, and winter was cruel. When the stranger offered hope, the man thought, "If only I had enough." Vocabulary. Word mill, meaning a machine used to grind, crush, or produce something. Example: a grain mill makes flour from wheat. From the story, the golden mill could make anything, even bread, salt, or anything else you wished for. The demonstration. The stranger turned the handle once. Warm bread spilled onto the table, filling the room with a heavenly smell. The man reached for more, but the stranger caught his wrist. "Say, 'O golden mill, I am satisfied. Thank you for your kindness and magical powers. When you have enough, or it will never end." The man repeated the words softly, trying not to forget. A gift of plenty. Day after day, the mill worked its magic. It ground wheat, poured fresh water, and gave the family all they needed. When they finished, the man would smile and say, "O golden mill, I am satisfied. Thank you for your kindness and magical powers." Vocabulary. Magical command, a special phrase to make magic work. In the story, "O golden mill, I am satisfied. Thank you for your kindness and magical powers." Why it matters. In fairy tales, these commands often control magical objects. A happy change. The man shared food with neighbors. One visitor, a sea captain, watched with eyes that measured, not thanked. He asked, "Does it only grind food?" The captain's interest. The captain visited often, bringing gifts but staring at the mill like treasure. One night he studied it by the firelight, lips curling in thought. An offer refused. He offered a chest of silver. The man shook his head. "This is not for greed." The captain's smile hid a darker plan. The theft. While the village slept, the captain slipped inside. He lifted the mill and vanished into the night. He never heard the man's magic words. "O golden mill, I am satisfied. Thank you for your kindness and magical powers." And that would be his undoing. At sea. The captain laughed as the waves carried him away. "Grind me salt," he commanded. The mill obeyed. The first problem. Salt poured in shining heaps. The captain grinned until he realized he didn't know how to stop it. He had never been told to say, "O golden mill, I am satisfied. Thank you for your kindness and magical powers." Vocabulary. Word realize, meaning to suddenly understand something. Example, I realized I forgot my keys. From the story, the captain realized he didn't know how to stop the mill. Panic on deck. Salt poured faster. The deck grew heavy. Sailors shouted as waves pounded the sides. The ship groans. The ship tilted. Barrels rolled, ropes snapped. The captain pulled at the mill, shouting useless words. A desperate idea. "Throw it overboard," a sailor cried. "No, it's mine," the captain roared. Greed chained him tighter than rope. The final wave. A giant wave crashed over the deck. The mill slipped from the captain's arms and sank into the deep. Still grinding. Even underwater, the mill kept turning. Salt swirled around it like winter snow. The sea began to change forever. Back on shore. News reached the man and his sister. The captain's ship was gone. The man gazed at the waves. The captain didn't know how to stop. A simple life. Without the mill, he worked the land, traded fairly, and lived small but full. He often smiled and said, "Enough is enough," knowing he had all he needed. Idiom Spotlight. Idiom, enough is enough, meaning you should stop because you already have as much as you need. From the story, the man often said, "Enough is enough," because he knew when to stop using the mill. Lessons shared. He told children in the village the tale of the mill. They laughed at the endless sea of salt and always remembered his final words. "O golden mill, I am satisfied. Thank you for your kindness and magical powers. After all, enough is enough." The sea's secret. Every time the sea breeze touched his face, he remembered the golden mill still turning in the deep, the reason the sea is forever salty. And he lived simply, smiling more, grateful for the day he learned when and how to stop. What about you? Have you ever wanted more than you needed? Will greed make you and the world more salty? Or will you choose to stop, remembering that enough is enough before it's too late? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share for more fun English lessons.